Thank you, Albus. Hi, sorry about that. That was Albus the Crab, my security crab, my chief of security, personal bodyguard. Also a very handy crustacean with a drill, but we'll talk about that in a little while. Anyway, he was doing a security check. Apparently my microphone felt insecure. I think I left its blankie at home. But anyway, welcome to Sparks 1524. I'm Nathaniel Miller. You just, of course, met Albus the Crab. Well, you probably met him before if you follow me on Instagram. But I'm currently still in my mobile studio here in Niceville, Florida, but not for much longer. The Emerald Duck was commissioned just about 3 weeks ago. It was on the September 23rd. Commissioning date, of course, for the Emerald Duck was the date I signed the closing documents and took ownership of my townhouse. Yes. The last couple of weeks have been a whirlwind of doing all the prep work. Since my furniture and my household goods are still in transit from Washington State, I had a very unique opportunity to do all the painting I wanted in the house, put up some shelves, things like that, before all the furniture gets here. So I took advantage of it, even though it's meant running back and forth from Niceville to Pensacola every couple of days. And it's about an hour from where I'm staying here in Niceville with family to where I will be living in Pensacola. So that's been an interesting commute, but it's been worth it. So I wanted to give you all a quick little tour of the Emerald Duck as it looks and as it's been looking. On August 3rd, I drove over and got a chance to look at the house itself, and you can see here that what is going to become the Emerald Duck is still just the shell of a house. It was still pretty cool, though, getting to see it and walk inside and start visualizing what it was going to look like. I already knew what it would look like finished from the model, but kind of start imagining this as my space with my things in it. Also, it's just kind of cool to see how the house is getting put together. On August 13th, I went back and took another look at the place. The siding was starting to go up, and the interior fittings, such as faucets and sinks, were going in the bathrooms, while the kitchen counters and kitchen cabinets were being put in place. This was pretty exciting because now I could see myself actually living here. The initial walkthrough was on September 14th, and that gave me a chance to look around, make sure everything was good with the house, and gave Albus a chance to inspect the premises. He looked over it very carefully and began plotting where he was going to install all of his crustacean security devices. Never mess with crustacean security devices. They are diabolically clever. I closed on the house on September 23rd, and as soon as I signed those documents, I came right back over, and Albus and I hung my hat. After all, home is where you hang your hat. After that, went out to the garage, and using the same pen I used to sign the closing documents, I christened the house the Emerald Duck. I shouldn't say I christened and officially commissioned the house as the Emerald Duck. Since I have, at the point, had a few weeks to go till my household goods arrived, I decided to use the time to start transforming the house into a space that I would actually want to live in. In other words, get all the painting done and start putting shelves up in different places. Might as well get that done now instead of while I'm trying to trip over my furniture. So let me take you on a short virtual tour of the Emerald Duck. We come down the entry hall, or what I call the Great Hall. We will enter into the Great Room. It's a townhouse, so of course it's a combination space. And that is a little simulated wood stove. I like fireplaces and stoves. This is Northwest Florida. They're not as common here as you'd think. So I found a nice little simulated one. A neat little flame effect. This was also the only one that had a simulated chimney pipe. There's a lot of really pretty simulated stoves out there, but they don't have a chimney pipe, and that just kind of wrecked the illusion. Yes, that can actually be used as a space heater if I wanted to. Around, got myself a small little nice kitchen table. I actually found that at a thrift store up the road. Got it at Teen Challenge thrift store, so I'm helping out some kids. And of course you have what's known as a kitchen. That's where I'm going to prepare food. I am a little unusual. I'm not going to have bar stools, but I'm going to have some books underneath the bar. And of course, Albus the security crab. He is in stealth mode right now, so he looks like he's just a stuffed animal. He will move as soon as you don't look. In fact, see, he moved. He does that. You never know where he's going to end up. Oh, he did it again. All right, we are heading into the studio. My desk is going to go right over here against this wall. This closet is actually going to have some bookshelves in it, so that way I have my books I have more books, but they will be recessed and hidden inside that closet. I have a window if I ever want to look out, and this nice blue wall that I painted the other week. That will be my studio background. So I have some nice things up there. It'll be a nice background when I'm doing videos. But this is where Sparks 1524 will be coming from. This little space right here. All right. Oh, sorry. Thanks, Kitsap. I'm coming. Sorry about that. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate you covering for me. Hi. Sorry about that. That was Kitsap, my writing moose. Some people have a writing muse. I got blessed with a writing moose. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video, this little tour of the Emerald Duck, the soon-to-be future home of the Sparks 1524 media empire, my little corner of the internet and the literary world. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of work. One of the funnier parts of this, though, has been some of the people I've run into in Pensacola, including my internet tech who came out from Cox, and also one of the plumbers who came out and doing some work. They both were very apologetic on all the stress I have to go through moving, and when I talked to them, they are lifelong Pensacola residents. I just found that funny that in a rather large military town, I run into two people back to back who've never moved, and for someone who's never moved, moving is a big undertaking for everybody. But for somebody who's never done it, I can see how it could be a very daunting thing. I had to laugh a little bit because as we were talking about it and they were giving me their sympathies, I told them I grew up in the Air Force. I've been moving since I was 6 years old. And of course I was career Navy, so I've been doing this all my life. Coming up, of course, we'll have more travel logs, just my thoughts, mental health columns, the new column Veterans Talk. All coming forward. I do apologize for being a little quiet here, but as you can see, I've been doing a lot of work, so I beg your indulgence. I am also close to completing the first pass at editing book number 3 of the Accidental Detective series, And So It Begins. And So It Begins is a thrilling tale of murder, mystery, political intrigue, and tales of thrilling tale, which I said already, but I will repeat myself, of how the great detective, the great accidental detective Isaac Shepard met NCIS Special Agent Abraham Gray and forged their remarkable partnership. I'll be getting with my editor starting in December to work on it together with him. Release date for And So It Begins is April 20th next year. Keep an eye out for that. Of course, if you're looking for good Christmas presents, check out Proud Lion and The Norfolk Murders, my first 2 novels in the Accidental Detective series, both available in paperback and ebook format on Amazon. If you enjoyed this video, as always, I'd ask you to hit that little like button. Feel free to share it if you just think it's worth it. I'd also ask you to subscribe so you can keep up with my ongoing content as I'm slowly growing this. But otherwise, thank you for your time. Until we meet again, always remember to go and do some great things. Okay, thanks, Albus.